Good morning, everyone. All right, we're going to start right off first with this, okay? Because it is part of our condition. Yes, for the next level blessing. Well, one more. It's got to make some difference out there. I think it does. I've seen so many posts and videos now where people are just getting back to what? Huh? God. Yes. I know how people live without him. Huh? I have no idea. Okay, so here we go. I was a blessed child. Peace in mankind. Care and love for every dependent child. Peace. Every child feels secure, which reflects cause and effect in a child's life. Peace. Every child eats. Peace. Every child is warmed in cold times. Peace. Understanding a child's growth in troubling times, then to guide the child to attain harmony with peace. I am peace as a father, as a mother, as a son, as a daughter of God. Peace, to become the best I can be for every child. Repentance, knowing every child is deserving of peace. Prayer, knowing every child comes first. Restored, conditions are fulfilled when every child is loved and cared for. Death, separates us from our earthly path to attain peace. Our taught descendants are the future. Change of lineage, God is lineage in action. The true cause and effect in a child's harmonious and happy life. I am an adult, ashamed to ask for anything from my heavenly parents for myself. If a child on earth needs my prayers and conditions greater than I, peace will happen when peace can be found in every child. I will be less than any child that suffers due to mankind's unkindness. Spirit world will hold us all accountable regardless. Remember that. There? It feels like such an otherworldly read in a way, right? Do we even understand this? Well, I wrote it, should have some understanding of it. Sometimes I wonder when I write certain things down, is it really me writing it all down? Because comprehending things, what is so difficult to make sure that, okay, every child is taken care of. We're so much better at abusing them, really, when it comes down to it. Oh, inadvertently, right? Oh, they had a word for that, what, in Exodus? We're a part of it because we're not doing anything to stop it, number one, or just not be a part of certain things anymore that obviously are very destructive to children. Well, anyway, so there it is. But. It's better than doing nothing. All right, we're in Numbers 12. Miriam and Aaron criticize Moses. Well, here we go. I'll tell you what. Miriam and Aaron, too, criticized Moses over the Cushite woman he had married. Cushite. He had indeed married a Cushite woman. They said, "Is Moses the only one through whom Yahweh has spoken? Has he not spoken through us too?" Yahweh heard this. Now Moses was extremely humble, the humblest man on earth. God's answer. Suddenly Yahweh said to Moses, Aaron and Miriam. Suddenly Yahweh said to Moses, Aaron, and Miriam, "Come out, all three of you, to the tent of meeting." They went, all three of them, and Yahweh descended in a pillar of cloud and stood at the entrance of the tent. He called Aaron and Miriam, and they both came forward. Yahweh said, "Listen to my words. If there is a prophet among you, I reveal myself to him in a vision. I speak to him in a dream. Not so with my servant Moses. To him my whole household is entrusted. To him I speak face to face, plainly and not in riddles, and he sees Yahweh's form. How, then, could you dare to criticize my servant Moses? Yahweh's anger was aroused by them. He went away, and as soon as the cloud left the tent, there was Miriam covered with a virulent skin disease. White as snow. Aaron turned to look at her and saw that she had contracted a virulent skin disease. Well, I don't know. Did she contract, covered? She kind of went white as snow, okay. The blood all drained from her face or something. Because, well, here we go. Whoa! In whose presence was I just? And I was just reprimanded. Aaron didn't have anything to criticize until then, right? Well, he went to Moses and kind of brought the people's concerns to Moses' attention. Here now, suddenly, Miriam, is that Aaron's wife or sister or something? I don't know. It could be his wife. I'm not sure. And Miriam may have, or may not have, instigated a bit or something, right? Yes? Okay. All right. Go bully one person in more numbers or something. See, God doesn't like that. Plus, hey, don't. Yes? Yeah, we got a little something similar going on in our community, not community, our movement, where to me it's no question, no, God put a couple in place to restore his lineage to begin with. Okay, there's got to be some. Yes, and if you know the Bible, if you know what happened in the Garden of Eden, this, that, and then so on, and also with the firstborns, why does God have to have the firstborns? Well, that's something there going on too. God's trying to retake his own creation, right? Yes? Anyway, so to me, it's very clear when something has really been sanctified, has been put in place by God. It's also clear to me when not, mainly due to how well do you know God? How well have you been able to embrace that heart to mind? How's your conscience working and all that? And then you just you have some give and take with nature, the principles of nature. You have some proper give and take with the principles of love, and you start to get to know God's heart in all of it. Yes. And in our movement now, there's also just complaints about who's in charge right now. I don't know. For myself, it's like, man, it's just. I tell the people when I says, well, my stance is clear. I'm standing with true parents. Done. I'm not going to change my mind about that, regardless of the stories and the gossip and the rumors and this and that. I see too much on what both of these people, true mother and true father, have done in this world. Done. How about it? Done. Okay? And how it has affected my life, my family's life. Right? Yes? Even my ancestors. I can tell the difference. By now, after all these years, I can tell the difference. I can see the positive in it all. Yes? So I tell them to go take it up with God. Good luck. Don't come complain to me or tell me, oh, you're wrong. Oh, you're this, you're that. Go take it up with God. And he's the one who put these two people on earth in the position that they are in. Done. What's he just tell? What did he just tell here to Miriam and Aaron? How dare you criticize what I put in place. Good one. There we go. The prayer of Aaron and Moses. I don't know about the virulent skin disease. I mean, I'd say she had the heebie-jeebies or something after that. I said, white as snow. I think we know what that is. The prayer of Aaron and Moses. Aaron said to Moses, "O my Lord, please do not punish us for the sin we have been foolish enough to commit. Do not let her be like some monster with its flesh half eaten away when it leaves its mother's womb." Moses pleaded with Yahweh. "O God," he said, "I beg you, please heal her." Aw. Yahweh then said to Moses, "If her father had done no more than spit in her face, would she not be unclean for 7 days? Have her shut out of the camp for 7 days, and then have her brought in again." Miriam was shut out of the camp for 7 days. The people did not set out until she returned. Then the people moved on from Hazeroth and pitched camp in the desert of Paran. Ah. Well then. There you go. Interesting. Again, one could look at this. So, why just Miriam? Aaron went too. Okay, God knows who the instigator is. Yes? And there you go. But he's so merciful against. Okay, well, I think she's learned her lesson probably. So, this is how you fix this. Just like you do other things. And she'll have some time to reflect and think. Right? Yes? Okay. It'd be interesting to know why Miriam felt the need. Right? Yes? She didn't go by herself to Moses and say, "Hey, you know, why do we just have to listen to you? Right? Can't we just do things? Still the old way." Right? Yes? Okay. Well, anyway, so there it is. That's all. That's all in 12. It's a short one. Ooh, the reconnaissance in Canaan. Ooh. Let's go spy on Canaan. All right. Well, I have company this morning, so I'm gonna go see if what I could cook. Oh, watched some videos on yep, certain foods you really just shouldn't eat, you know, and then foods that you should eat. I think, personally, one of the most interesting things to do when it comes to eating is when you grow your own food, raise your own meat, have your own chickens and eggs, and grow your garden, and, you know, you live in a place like I do, you go and you forage, right? Yes, it's about dry land fish time, morels, mushrooms. I hope I'll find some. I'll probably have to go deeper into the woods this year. My granddaughter is coming for spring break. Guess what? I'll take her along with me. I can hardly go out there on my own anymore. Not quite safe for me anymore to do that. Just in case, right? Yeah, so I think I'm gonna go mushroom hunting with my granddaughter when she's here in a few days. It's about the time. Yes. So then, yes, I love watching videos on YouTube of all different types of cooking from around the world, and always find something that I'm going, ooh, that looks really good. I will fix that with what I have around here. Yes. You can hardly go wrong then. At least you'll have, 75% of the time always a good healthy meal. Yeah? Well, anyway, not everybody can do that. You can go to the grocery store, and rather than run right for the packaged stuff and processed stuff and this and that, make it a treasure hunt through the store and find the good things they still got there. Yes? Oh, beware of that in the vegetable section, produce section as well. Right? Yes? A little studying beforehand when you go to the store would not hurt. What's actually really going to be good for me and my family to eat? Yes? Anyway, why not? I think it's worth it, don't you think? Yes. No. Anywho, interesting couple videos. Most of it I agreed with, but not everything. Beware of the dark chocolate, right? Yes, yeah. I mentioned that in another video with the PFAS in it. One of the actually few foods that actually has that plastic, these toxins from plastic in it, is dark chocolate. So, anywho, you guys can go check it out. So you think you're eating something really healthy. I do want some chocolate though, but I don't know. I mean, there is some good dark chocolate. Switzerland is just known for its good chocolate, right? Yes. And that I would eat, but I'm not a fan of dark chocolate, not at all. I mean, if I'm going to eat chocolate, I like to get the good kind, the good stuff, number one, and got to taste good. It's got to melt in your mouth, right? Yes? Yeah. Otherwise, why eat it? I don't want it. I'm not going to eat dark chocolate just to have eaten chocolate. Oh, that's healthy now. Ugh. The guy said, well, it was mainly about sugar and stuff, and how the excess of sugar that people take in now. There's a reason why diabetes is on the rise, even in children. And I thought, yeah, okay. And he says, well, with dark chocolate, the more you eat it, you kind of eat less sweets. Otherwise, you get used to, and it's not going to taste as bitter anymore. Well, it's the same with salt, though. And I thought, well, why don't you say the same about salt? The intake of salt that people have, it's most likely, I'd say it's part of the problem with the high blood pressure in people, high cholesterol, triglycerides, all kinds of stuff. That so much salt in your system. And it dehydrates you big time. Well, if it dehydrates you all the time, if you're so salty, and okay, I like things with more natural flavor rather than salt. I use salt, but very little salt do I use, so. The rest of the people in the house, the first thing, they don't even taste it, they go for the salt. Right? Yes? Yeah. So, that was one of the things, I thought, okay, this is a little unbalanced here. Yep. So, I agree with the sugar stuff, but then there's the other side that's just as bad. Balance things if you can in your life. When it comes to all that, especially now where things are so much more expensive. What a great way, again, blessings in disguise in a way. If people are willing to say, okay, I don't have more money now than I had 2 or 3 years ago, before the big inflation thing happening, and I'm still going to have to feed the same amount of people. Not only that, now you got teenagers in the house. What to do? So okay, what's the most important to feed to my family? Do I need all that comfort food? Do I need, okay, yes? And if you got teenagers, man, have to say, you know what, my hand's kind of hurting this, but you look still good, your hand's no arthritis, nothing. I'll tell you what, let's make some bread. Let's make enough bread for a week. And employ your teenagers to knit the dough. Right? Yes? They'll learn something. Well, you never made bread. Not that hard. There's plenty of videos out there for very simple recipes to make bread. Yes? Okay. Anywho, there you are. Instead of eating that weird stuff you buy in the store. Okay. But if you think how much you pay for a really good loaf of bread now, probably probably could make just about a week's worth amount of bread with what you pay for one good loaf in the store. I'm just saying. Yes. All right. So there it is. I find it interesting on how the one thing I'm learning here is that when God will defend you too, right? What did I say about let's rebuild God's reputation? Right? Yes, in the proper way. God actually deserves from us when it comes to being humble and respectful and thankful and grateful, right? Yes, and help to God as well. So God wasn't going to let people just talk about the person that He has chosen to be face to face in a sense. So, and it only involved one person, and stopped that right from the get-go in a way. Yes, yeah. I think that's part of our problem. We let things go too far, and then we have serious backlashes. That involves innocent children. Anyway. So there it is. Nope, can't fix all the problems out there, right? Yes, but the better energy's going out there, the better choices we make, even in just going to the grocery store and buying the proper stuff, or better things, right? Yes, and things will hopefully, yes, get better, yeah, when it comes to certain things, right? Yes. If one just thinks that you're going to live a happy hunky-dory life from day one you're born to, or conceived to the last day here on earth that you have, then that's a bit of a castle in the sky somewhere too, right? Yes. It just depends on how we work through things. So here, work through it. So, okay, Moses, bring those two over here. Fixed it. Bet you Miriam was real nice and humble after that. Yes? Well, anyway. Don't know. Wasn't there, right? Yes. It's a good one. It's a short one. Interesting. Short one. Why wasn't Aaron? Aaron was doing the same, though. So why was Aaron not? What was the difference there? I don't know. I have no idea. They don't say. That's all I have to share this morning. God's love, blessings always. May He protect you, and I will talk to you another time.